That's me being creepy, but also me introducing what we're going to talk about today, which is breath work. What are the benefits of breath work for people who are looking to heal? Stay close and you will find out. Hey queens, welcome to But Still She Thrives. Do you want to stop getting caught up in that wicked web of a creepy, crawly narcissist? Do you find yourself up late at night replaying the abuse you put up with and wondering how you can heal now? Do you wake up hoping for healthy relationships and peace only to feel totally exhausted and mind-effed? Girl, I see you! I'm Christie. I too had to disconnect from toxic people in my life, and I wished I could undo the damage. I felt ashamed, lonely, and kind of lost. But I'm a stubborn Italian, and I refuse to give up. I found ways to recalibrate my mind and body more quickly than I thought, and can now share them with you. In this podcast, you will find coping tools, healing methods, and confidence boosters so you can trust yourself and find peace and freedom. So shields up, ladies. Let's go protect our peace. I was introduced to breathwork during the global pandemic of 2020, when I think we all needed some breathwork. It was good timing. Yes, I was introduced to that, and it really can be life-changing, and there's so much more to it than you would think. There's all sorts of types of practices. That was all a lot of words to say, different practices for breathwork, just different patterns, different ways you can use it, from physical healing to mental and emotional and spiritual healing. There's just a lot of jam-packed goodness up in the breathwork world. I have done some breathwork with my clients, and I am getting certified to not only do breathwork, but all sorts of fun somatic healing therapies. So I will be talking about that more. But I also want to get to the point of this episode and dive in. So what does breathwork do? Breathwork refers to various practices that involve conscious control and manipulation of our breath, right? And we do this to achieve specific outcomes. Like I said, that can be physical, mental, and emotional well-being. So while individual experience can vary, these are 5 ways in general which breathwork can potentially contribute to your healing on this lovely healing journey you are on. Number 1, stress reduction. And this is big. This is a big one. We want stress reduction. When we're going through the healing journey, we don't need extra stress. We need a lot less. So this is a great way. So deep and rhythmic breathing activates what is called, and you may have heard of this, I've mentioned it a couple times in some of my episodes, but parasympathetic nervous system, right? And this promotes relaxation and reduces the effects of the body's stress response, which is normal in our everyday lives, but we can use this breathing to activate the parasympathetic nervous system. And this can lead to lower levels of cortisol. I've heard that word thrown around a lot. It is the stress hormone, and this can help lower it and get you to a calmer state of mind, which will help alleviate all the symptoms with stress-related crap, right? We know all the feelings, the racing heart, the sweating, the nervousness, the worry, all of that can totally be helped just by deep and rhythmic breathing. That's why they do it during labor. Number 2, improved mental clarity. This was like the icing on the cake for me. So focused and intentional breathing can enhance mental clarity and concentration. So increasing this flow of oxygen to the brain with, again, there's different patterns we can use for different things, but increasing that flow of oxygen can improve the cognitive function and help all of us gain better control over our thoughts and reduce that mental fog. Can I get a what for the perimenopause women of the world right now, or menopausal? Mental fog is a thing. I'm starting to get it. I'm not loving it. So I'm going to start doing a little more breath work around that. But it enhances the overall mental well-being. So I am loving this benefit. Number 3, emotional release. Breathwork can provide a very cathartic release of those pent-up emotions. Certain techniques encourage the expression and release of those stored emotions, letting us process and let go of the burdens we carry, right? This can be particularly beneficial for those dealing with trauma. We know about trauma if we're in that narcissistic world, which if you're on here, you may be, anxiety in general, or grief. And grief is a huge one. And around the holidays, it can be really, really hard if you have been grieving someone or you just have had to grieve anyone or a loss of a relationship even. That can be considered a grief, right? So it's releasing all of these things, and breath work can kind of release that. It's just like that bottled up, like you feel like you're going to explode and you hold it in. And this is a way to let it out without screaming and crying and punching a pillow. You just got to breathe, girl. No, but I do like this one. This is like a great way to, when you're kind of just feeling overwhelmed with emotions, it's a really good way to release it in a healthy way. Not saying that screaming and punching a pillow is not healthy. I mean, that is a way you can do it too. Just don't punch anybody or something that could hurt your hand. Okay. Number 4, enhanced mind and body connection. So breathwork often emphasizes that connection between the mind and the body. I am big on this. I'm always saying, get out of your mind and into your body, because they are connected, but sometimes we have to know when to lean into which one. As humans, especially as women who have gone through some shit, we can get so stuck in our mind and our thoughts. So through this mindful breathing, we can become more aware of the physical sensations, our emotions, and our thought patterns. And this increases our awareness for a greater sense of self-awareness, knowing what's going on with all parts of us, and a deeper connection between that mental and the physical, right? So why I was talking about the whole leaning on one side versus the other is the more self-aware you are of where your thoughts are, right? Like, oh, wow, I'm really in my head right now. Maybe I need to glide over into my body, focusing on that breath. Maybe you start doing, there's other somatic practices you can do, like grounding or just tracking different things going on with your physical body. You can start rubbing your hands together. Getting out of your head and into your body will change how you are, basically functioning, because you're going from inside of those thoughts and the mind racing and putting it into the physical body, which is a great place to be when you're trying to calm your nervous system down. Last but not least, regulation of the autonomic nervous system. So again, these various breathwork techniques, such as diaphragmatic breathing, which is through your diaphragm, very focused on breathing in and out of the diaphragm, and paced breathing, I do a lot of that with my clients, can influence that part of the nervous system. And this can lead to a better balance between the sympathetic, which is that fight or flight. You know what I mean? I'm always the fight person, unfortunately. If something's coming at me, I'm going right back at it, right? But there's also that flight side. I have a friend, they actually used to call us fight and flight. I was always like, what is it? I'll take care of it. I'll protect y'all. Ooh, little scrappy do, as my husband calls me. And my friend was flight. Like, she just doesn't like anything that's just not totally calm. It freaks her out and she shuts down. So she just disappear. Like, you'd be like, where did she go? Where did that woman go? And then I'm there with my scrappy do paws, right? But that's the sympathetic part of the system. And then the parasympathetic is the rest and digest. So these are the branches of that nervous system. So this balance is crucial for your overall health. So you've got to be having a balance of both of these, helping to reduce, get this, y'all, get this, helps reduce chronic inflammation, which is one of the biggest part of our modern world as far as health goes. There's so much inflammation from diet, from stress. That nervous system, when it is all crazy and chaotic, it throws our system off and it causes chronic inflammation. So this can help promote the healing process within the body. And I think that's freaking epic, and I love it, and I love this work. I'm so excited to be getting deeper into this myself as I go through my certification. So I can definitely touch on this stuff. I do with my clients. Like I said, if you want to work with me, do some coaching, do some breath work, do other modalities of energy healing, please look at the different packages I have in my show notes. And also you can always email me at fiercemamac@gmail.com. That is in my show notes as well. And breathwork really is a great supplement if you're in therapy, if you're doing coaching, if you're just on a healing journey, trying out different things to see what works best for you. It's a great thing to explore. And with like talk therapy, coaching, it's really a good supplement to get the healing from the body out almost. That sounded weird, like we're a weird transformer. But all the talking and coaching and motivation, like there is a lot of great things happening there. I see it with my own clients, but I wanted to start adding this deeper layer so we can also in parallel be really going deep and heal from the inside out while we are doing a little of the coaching therapy. So I'm so excited to be kind of doing this shift. So any feedback from you guys on things you would like to see me cover on here on this podcast, please email me, again in the show notes. And a reminder, if you have health concerns, please consult with your doctor before incorporating breathwork into your practice, just to make sure you're all good. If you're a typical healthy person, obviously you want to go in slow and you don't want to do the really deep, fast breaths like right away. In my experience, I did that right away because I'm always like, look at me, I'm going to jump in everything I do. I like to like really dive in, and I did a little too fast. I didn't like pass out or anything, but I was like, I think that I feel a little bit lightheaded. So definitely go in slow and work your way up if you are a typical healthy individual. If you do have health issues, talk to your doctor about how you can make breath work for you. There's definitely ways to do it. It's just going to probably be slower. The pacing, maybe building up very slowly, but that is not my specialty. So I would like you to check in with your doctor if you do have those special health conditions. Okie dokie. Anyway, I love you guys. I'm so excited for, I don't know, life. No, I'm excited to introduce you to this modality if you have not heard of it before. Most of us have heard of breathing. That's a thing. But breathwork, as in really being a healing tool, I'm just so excited and fascinated by how beneficial it can be. So I will talk to you in the next episode of But Still She Thrives. Let's hands to heart it. We're going to do a couple affirmations here. If you're on the road, do not put your hands on your heart. Please keep them on the wheel, unless you're in an Uber. All right, let's take a deep breath in through the nose and out. One more through the nose and out. I can heal myself. Repeat after me. I am healing every day. Last one. 'Cause I'm a queen. All right, queens. I love you. Keep that chin up. You are doing an amazing job. It is holiday season if you're listening to this live, and the narcissists come out full blown. So be prepared. Let me know if you need my support. Message me or sign up for one of my packages, and I will talk to you soon. Smooches and deuces.